Buy one and get 0% APR plus $1,000 finance cash. Plus, no-cost maintenance is included. Affordable, reliable, American-made Camry. What drives you? Toyota. Let's go places.
First at 11, 3 bodies found inside a home in McLean. Police say they have a long night ahead of them as they try to figure out who was killed and why it all happened. But investigators want neighbors to know they do not believe there is a threat to the public. Tim Barber joining us live now in McLean with the investigation unfolding tonight. Tim?
Tonight, you could still see tape blocking off the driveway here. And here's what happened around 12:30 this afternoon. A family member came by the house and spotted a body through the window, and the police have been here ever since.
It's a quiet cul-de-sac in an upscale neighborhood. But tonight, the lights in this house are on to shed light on a mystery.
Who was killed? What happened? What led to this?
Those are just some of the questions from frightened neighbors who did not want to show their faces. That's because they live on the same street as this house, where the Fairfax County Police Department discovered 3 bodies. Tonight, officers are calling it domestic related.
Quiet neighborhood for all these years I live here. I mean, it's such a shock.
This neighbor told us a man, a woman, and a teenage boy live here. But detectives have still not told us if they're the people who died. They're also not telling us how the 3 people died, just that there was trauma.
Yeah, it's definitely a major concern to me. I mean, how safe is this neighborhood now?
You're now going to hear from a neighbor.
And you could see somebody dropped off flowers this evening here by the mailbox in the front of the house here. Like we said, crime scene investigators are still going through the house. So as soon as they're finished, as soon as we get more details about this, including who is involved and how it happened, we'll let you know. Reporting live in Fairfax County, Tim Barber, ABC 7 News.
Tim, thank you. Be the first to know about breaking news in your neighborhood. Sign up for text alerts at WJLA.com. Well, new at 11, a daughter and granddaughter of Malcolm X face theft and animal abuse charges tonight after being arrested in Maryland. Malika Shabazz and her daughter Betty were arrested in Charles County Wednesday night after deputies got a tip about a stolen U-Haul truck at a Walmart. Inside the cargo area, police found 7 pit bulls, one with injuries so bad it required emergency care. Both women are charged with stealing the truck. Now, Malika, who told police that she owned the dogs, is also charged with animal abuse. Tonight, an active investigation after a serious crash in Capitol Heights. This was the scene along East Capitol and Davie Street tonight. 2 people were taken to the hospital in critical condition. Stay with ABC 7 and WJLA.com for updates.
All right, the weekend is here, and we are getting off to a cool start. A few clouds out there right now as you look at our nation's capital, but overall a quiet and dry night ahead with just a few scattered clouds. Now, looking ahead for the day tomorrow, temperatures early on in the middle 30s. As we move through the midday hours, we will eventually make it into the lower 40s for afternoon highs. Now, added clouds later in the afternoon hours, but once again, it does stay dry. Coming up in a few minutes, we're talking about a chance for snow showers. I'll give you the timing on that and how they may impact your Monday morning rush hour commute. More on that in your 10-day outlook in just a few minutes. Michelle?
All right, Steve. A crime alert tonight about a spree of armed robberies at businesses. Now, police say that the same gunman may be behind as many as 7 robberies spanning 5 cities. Tom Rousey live now with the surveillance footage being used to catch him. Tom?
Yeah, and you know, Allison, this Clinton CVS, one of the places police believe this guy may have hit. What he keeps doing is he keeps hitting these places early in the morning, and he really looks out for places like this one that are open 24 hours. This is what he does. Early in the morning, he walks into what's usually a drugstore like this Bethesda CVS, then pulls out a gun and demands money.
You know, he confronts the employees, he confronts any customers inside, he rounds them all up.
Usually no one gets hurt, but although you can't see it on camera, in Bethesda, he allegedly pistol whipped the clerk.
You know, we're obviously concerned that at some point, that the violence may escalate.
We reported Thursday that Montgomery County police suspect the man robbed 3 drugstores in Bethesda Bethesda and Silver Spring in under 3 hours. They then believe he hit a Gaithersburg 7-Eleven early Friday morning, but he's also suspected in Prince George's. Greenbelt police think he may have hit a CVS there before heading to Gaithersburg. And now police think he was possibly involved in armed robberies in Largo and Clinton. The Largo store was a Rite Aid, and it was hit a week ago. All the others happened in the past 2 days.
It's scary to me.
Even more concerning, we've learned Montgomery County Police have contacted Howard and Anne Arundel about the possibility the same man has committed even more robberies in those counties.
Whoever he is, I just hope they find him and catch him and get him off the streets.
Now, you may remember about a month ago, we told you about a group of guys and a separate guy who were both going around doing a lot of armed robberies, mostly of 7-Elevens. Well, I asked police, is there any connection with this latest robbery spree? They say they haven't found a connection at this time, but they haven't ruled out the possibility. Reporting live tonight in Clinton in Prince George.